and thanks for joining us tonight on Ardent. It's been a while. We haven't been able to record. Ace gets a girlfriend, and then just all of a sudden, just nothing happens.
Yeah.
Nothing happens without you here. But I don't like talking to myself. So, but we're back as always. I got Ace with me. What's up, buddy?
What's up? What's up?
So yeah, we're gonna just catch up with whatever we've been missing for the last few months. Mostly this last week, of course.
Yeah.
But dude, I gotta ask you, like, before we even start, like, did you get to watch House of Dragon?
I did watch the first episode and it was okay. I mean, I enjoyed it for what it was. I mean, I'm not like I told one of my friends that I was tentatively interested. Like no, cautiously interested is what
You,
I said. So I watched the first episode. It was okay. I mean, it was
yeah,
good. I like that they're not like kind of like doing like this is like a kind of doing a different story within the story of the original Game of
it's like a
Thrones
prequel,
series.
right?
Yeah, it's like 125 years before Daenerys.
Uh,
So, um, yeah, so it's like a prequel of 125 years ago, kind of thing. Um, but I mean, I enjoyed it. It was good. Solid writing. Characters are pretty cool. I mean, it's just the first episode, so I don't have much to
man,
say about that.
everyone that I've asked and everywhere I've seen is everyone's been like praising the hell out of this show. So I'm actually, I wouldn't say like surprised, but just kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
I haven't watched Game of Thrones. I wasn't, I did kind of want to watch it when I heard that this was announced and catch up, but
yeah.
it's 8 seasons and
It's long.
there's
It's
so
really
much stuff
long.
to watch.
Honestly, like there are some episodes where I would recommend you watch. Like the Battle of the Bastards is really a good episode. That's
Nah, I
that's
gotta watch it
that's
all.
that's that's
I
that's
can't.
that's like later in the seasons.
uh,
Honestly, like they're really like the writing is solid. Like for the first 7 seasons, and after season 8, the last half of season 8, I don't know what happened. Just the writers kind
oh,
of
we
just
know
gave up.
what happened,
But
but
yeah, but no, I mean it's a solid show through and through. But I mean I enjoyed the first episode of House of Dragon, um, and I'm interested to see what happens.
well, we already know you got something you're looking forward to in a couple weeks here.
Bro, Lord of the Rings,
Oh yeah, you're
dude.
gonna have
Oh,
I know you've
did you
definitely been
did
looking
you
forward to
see
that way more.
did you see that they're doing a theatrical release?
For the first 2 episodes at like
Yeah,
Cinemark or something, and
yeah.
I
Are
didn't.
you
By the
are
time I
you
knew, it
are
was
you?
too late.
Oh, the tickets.
I think the tickets sold out.
Oh, I thought it. Oh, so
Yeah,
it was like a special screening kind of thing.
I think so. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, because it's not like a ton of areas that are doing it. I think
mhm.
it's just Cinemark and also, yeah, allow my location. Let's see. I didn't even look. When I checked it out before, it showed only like a couple of theaters were doing it, a
Mhm.
couple of Cinemarks, but I'm not sure. Uh, Maybe they opened some up, but I really kind of doubt it.
Mm.
Um, yeah, dude, but I'm really looking forward to Lord of the Rings just because. I mean, it's Lord of the Rings. Like, what?
Yeah, sure.
Why not? It looks fantastic. I haven't seen anything since like that first teaser that we got. And yeah, I'm
I
definitely
mean,
looking forward to that.
at least the reviews that are coming in are really good.
Uh,
Are pretty good reviews that they're coming in, and according to Cinema Blend, season one's gonna have 8 episodes. Does Amazon usually like drop all their episodes at once, kind of like Netflix, or do they do like
oh, it's week
that's
to week.
that stage like Disney Plus?
Yeah, it's gonna be two episodes the first day, and
Uh-huh.
then every week after that.
Bro,
Yeah.
do we know the runtime of these episodes? Like it can be like 40-minute gigantic episodes.
They're definitely going to be, dude. They got to be like an hour long plus. Like, there's no way. I mean, you can tell they spent money on this movie
Yes.
on this show. And I'm, man, like we don't do we really know
I think this is
how
gonna
big this is
be.
really gonna be, man?
I
Like
don't, dude. They've spent so much money on this, and they're banking on some good stuff. And I think this is gonna be another one of those what we thought of that we're gonna have to do on the Ardent podcast. So if you really like Lord of the Rings, make sure you watch because my sister is gonna be on here, and
about time.
she's our I'm gonna make her come on because yeah,
Yeah.
she's our Lord of the Rings scholar, in-house scholar, if you will. So we need to get her opinion on these things because she's more versed in Tolkien than we are, but still, I mean, we're both Lord of the Ring fans, so I'm looking forward to this so much, dude. It's gonna be so great.
And I really can't wait, dude. Yeah, well, we've got some like amazing fantasy stuff going on right now because we got House of Dragon and we got Cinemark or we got Lord of the Rings. I'm still looking to see if I can find tickets. I can't find them anywhere. But
Yeah.
anyways, brother.
So real quick, according to guess like xfire.com. I don't know how. I just did a quick Google search. Episode the first two episodes are gonna have a runtime of 3 hours.
God,
So like an hour and a half each kind of thing.
yeah.
So that's gonna be pretty stacked, pretty packed in clear your schedule for when does that come out? September 9th, right?
I thought it was the third.
Third? Oh, it's like
Yeah,
next is it next week?
yeah.
Oh
Freaking-
shoot. Yeah, September 2nd, 2022 premiere. Yep, September 2nd is when episode 1 and 2 come out.
And I
That's
can't find it anywhere now. I saw like a poster of it before. I guess it
yeah.
was like
So, hey,
completely
if
out.
you're a Tolkien fan or if you just want to get into the universe, I think this is going to be like a great chance to get into the universe and just enjoy some Lord of the Rings. But yeah, I mean, 3 hours for the first two episodes. That's like an hour and a half each. It's going to be great.
Gotta get my pizza, my popcorn,
Get your
got my
popcorn ready.
drinks.
Heck yeah, dude.
I'm not getting up, so I better bring an empty 2 liter.
Right?
Yeah. Um, it's a good time to be a nerd.
For
Yeah.
real.
All right. Well, did you see that they've delayed some more movies that
uh,
Warner Brothers has been delaying and deleting and getting
I
rid of?
mean, I am not surprised that Warner has delayed more movies, but yeah, go on.
So, Aquaman was supposed to come out March 17th of 2023, and
Hmm.
it's now going to be December 25th, so Christmas Day of next year,
Hmm.
instead of in like 8 months. Um, and now Shazam is going to come out March, and as far as I'm reading, it's because of budget constraints.
Mm.
So yeah, they've moved these movies for back, and I'm kind of pissed because I was really excited to watch Shazam this Christmas because Shazam was one of my well, it is actually my favorite DC movie.
Mhm.
Is Shazam. It's you know right actually it's kind of right there with the Suicide Squad.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I'm kind of bummed with that, and I don't really care for. I've never seen the first Aquaman, so I don't really care that it's been bumped till the end of next year. But still, that's kind of a big jump. Like,
Mhm.
this is like, what do you think?
I mean, I'm not surprised that they've been delaying stuff. Do you think Aquaman's delayed? You know, are they going to remove digitally edit out? What's your name? As the
I'm pretty sure we
um,
would have heard something about that by now.
yeah,
Um, but I don't think so. I mean, she's gotten paid, so
yeah.
she not enough to pay
What's
Johnny Depp, but
but
she
what would
got.
be the reason to delay the movie if it's not to digitally edit her out or
Well,
what's your name?
again,
That's
it
the
looks it looks like it was like budget constraints for
budget
like really because
constraints.
releasing movies actually cost them money as well. So I don't know if it's what exactly, but from everything that I've been kind
I
of
mean,
reading
like
here,
if they didn't just throw $90 million down the drain with Batwoman, you know, if they would have released it, they made probably made some money back. They could have
Uh,
used that money to kind of release this one, but nah,
well,
they just kind of flushed that money down the toilet pretty
I
much.
keep seeing that that it was a bad movie, that Batgirl movie, and if it was, and they're like, no, this isn't the kind of stuff that we're gonna want to put out, then yeah, it's
Hmm.
fine if they go ahead and delete it. It's funny because they've been apparently they're holding like screenings for the cast and crew on the Warner Brothers lot so that they
Mm.
can watch it. But man, they're gonna be super strict about the whole like mobile
Mhm.
devices and stuff because any of that stuff leaks, it's gonna
Mhm.
blow up. And as terrible as the movie
Mhm.
ended up being, you know, people are still gonna want to watch it.
Mhm.
I don't care, but if it's bad, if it was bad, then yeah, I don't want to watch it. Like, I don't want to waste my time doing that. But I guarantee you, if it gets leaked, I might just like watch a little bit
Mhm.
just to see if it really is that bad. Um, yeah, and apparently after they do this, they have talked about just deleting it completely.
Mhm.
So because it's going to end up being like a write off for them. So yeah, it's kind of funny that we went from them deleting these movie for them canceling stuff. There's also like a certain um, image, I guess, that they want for HBO Max because they're
Mhm.
also uh, not going to release that Batman Caped Crusader animated series
Yeah,
that they were
I
going to
saw
put
that.
on there.
I saw that.
And I for I understand one point, the them not wanting it to be their image to have like animated stuff, but also, who watches this animated stuff? Who watch the same people who watched the animated series in the '90s,
Yeah,
like us, people who are like the majority of your
and
subscribers. So it's
honestly,
like
like
kind of sounds
DC's
dumb.
DC's animated stuff is really good.
Yeah,
Like they're there's not there's I mean you really shouldn't compare Marvel and DC because they're two separate entities and do two different things. But it's kind of hard not to compare them because at the end of the day, they are both superhero based uh things, like businesses. But one thing that DC has over Marvel is that their animated stuff is really good.
yeah.
Like Marvel hasn't really figured out their animated, like, I guess, their animated vibe, if you will. Like Harley and Ivy, like that show on DC, it's really good. Like I enjoy watching it. There's 3 seasons already out, and it is. I mean, it's not like a kid friendly animated show. I wouldn't want any kids watching the show because it is like adult comedy.
It really is.
And but it's good, it's funny.
Yeah.
And all of their animated stuff is really really good.
Yeah.
um
There is a
and
lot of like crazy stuff going on in Warner Brothers right now because of course they
yeah,
got taken over by Discovery, which is weird. That's a weird sentence. It still
yeah.
is.
What was
But
their name, like Discovery One or something like that,
just
or
Warner Brothers Discovery,
Warner
like
Brothers
that's
Discovery?
all it
Yeah.
is. But I mean, hopefully once the dust settles, we'll have a clear picture of like what they're going to be.
Mhm.
They will apparently they really want DC to be its own thing and just kind of carry its own in a similar way that
Mhm.
they want to follow in the footsteps of like Marvel, like hate it or love it, like that's what they are wanting to do. If they would
Mhm.
like to create some sort of like shared universe, it looks like that's probably going to be the case. I definitely think they still can do things like have like Batman. Like the Batman
Yeah.
was it's its own thing, and that movie was phenomenal. Same
Yeah.
thing with like Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. That's its own
Mhm.
thing. The sequel will be its own thing, and
Mhm.
they can do that. And if they still want to cross these movies over, that's fine. We
Mhm.
just have
Mhm.
to, the general movie going audience is smart enough to understand like, oh yeah, this has nothing to do with that, or
Yeah.
at least be like upfront about it or show people that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think once the dust settles, we'll have a clear picture of what they're
Mhm.
wanting to do here. Um,
Mhm.
Yeah. What they do also know that they want to continue working with Matt Reeves because they signed a multi-year deal, first look film deal with Warner Brothers.
Hmm.
So essentially, what that means is that he kind of like has his pick of what he wants to work on, and he could
Hmm.
definitely still work um, with other studios, but this just kind of gives him a home essentially. So he
Hmm.
wants to pitch. Whenever he pitches, they're like, "All right, we can do it. Well, let's do it." Like they
Hmm.
want to, because they saw what he did with Batman. He Who did Planet of the Apes? It was him, but what studio was that?
Well, according to Wikipedia, Planet of the Apes is a 20th Century Studios movie, which
Oh,
is
so
now
it's Disney
Disney,
now. Okay.
Disney. Yeah.
Hmm. So yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
uh,
Planet of the Apes is in Marvel confirmed.
you
20
get Caesar.
You get Caesar.
Oh my
Caesar
god,
is canon now in Marvel.
dude, dude, did you watch Nope?
I did not. I did not.
No, man. All I can think of is
Nope,
that
I didn't.
chimpanzee in Nope. Oh, shut up. Can't.
Sorry. I'm
Um.
sorry. I was dumb. I'm sorry.
So
I'll see myself out.
what's this Avatar casting you're talking about?
Yeah, so I mean, there's been like some movement in the Avatar world as the podcast of the viewers and listeners of this podcast know we are big Avatar: The Last Airbender fans, not the Giant Smurfs movie. We are still excited to see that movie, the Giant Smurfs movie, because heck, it's been what 10 years in the process or whatever,
Dude, it's been like 12 years
12 years
now.
in the making. Um, oh, but real quick, did you see that?
2009 was the
Did you
first
see
one.
that they're gonna re-release Avatar in theaters?
Yeah, and that's why they took it off of Disney Plus. I was gonna go rewatch it, and then I heard that it wasn't there anymore. I'm like, there's no way, and it's not there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Which
you
is
assholes. I guess. I'm glad I have like AMC A list because I don't have to pay for that. Like I'm gonna get my
yeah,
tickets. I hope
yeah.
it's. I think they upscaled it too.
I mean, they probably should because
Yeah, I'm sure they did to
the
have it come
movie
back out.
theaters in 2009 are not the same movie theaters in 2022.
Yeah.
So hopefully they did a remaster or re-edit or whatever they do in the movie industry to make it look prettier and better in the large screen. But yeah, anyways, yeah, so there's been a couple of castings in the live action for Avatar: The Last Airbender. Some kind of notable ones. You have like I guess the Ty Lee, the Mamona Tamada. She has a role in The Boys.
So wait, so we got more casting for the Netflix
Yeah,
series?
and then we got some info of Danny Pudi from Community from Abed. He was cast as the Mechanist. I think we see him in his book two. I think he's he was the one who made the who was trying to figure out a contraption to where he wouldn't cut his fingers off, and he's like, it only took me 3 tries, and he takes off his fingers. So no, that was season one. Yeah, I think that was season one, like later in the season. But I
I
mean,
didn't know this. When was this?
according to avatarnews.co, this was July 22nd. We have Utkarsh Ambudkar. I'm kind of I'm destroying his name. I'm
You're
sorry.
butchering all these names.
I really am. I don't know how to say his name. He is in Pitch Perfect and the Mindy Project and Free Guy and Never Have I Ever and Ghosts and The Dropout on Hulu. He is playing King Boomy. So it's coming together, man. Like the Netflix live action coming together,
Well, I thought they
and
had already wrapped on like season one, hadn't they?
yeah, a lot of them have wrapped in
So,
season one.
oh,
So
did they really not come in until season two?
a lot of them, I don't remember when I think Boomy doesn't come until season two.
No,
I don't think we see
that's
him.
gotta be season one. That's definitely season one.
King Boomy season
Yep.
one. I don't
I mean,
remember.
I don't know, man. When is this supposed to come out?
I don't think they've announced a release date yet. all of this castings and stuff is happening. I'm excited, dude. I mean, I like how they're when we first were talking about the main squad and the casting that they did, that
Mhm.
Netflix did, is like, oh hey, they're actually of Asian descent.
Yeah,
They're not like some
the
white
cast looks
character.
amazing.
Yeah, they do. It's great, and it's not like a and they're all like seasoned actors. I mean, yeah,
Mhm.
they're all, I guess, child actors, but they've been in Broadway and stuff like that, which is really cool. You know, so they got people of Asian descent to play
Uh,
people of Asian descent, which is great. um, but yeah, and just by all the all the like the social media stuff that we've been seeing, like they're all having fun and just enjoying themselves on set. And your boy is playing Uncle Iroh, so we can't forget that. Um, but
that's my boy.
oh, dude, I'm excited. I'm really excited for this Avatar: The Last Airbender news
Yeah, dude.
because
Just looking at the um. Oh man, speaking of this, just because I saw like Danny Pudi,
mhm,
did you see that they've updated stuff about like the Community movie?
I have not.
That Dan Harmon said that it's not a for sure thing, but there's an idea for a movie that they're wanting it to happen. But I mean, it's just I guess it's just getting everyone to jump on and seeing what they would have to
Yes.
do. So because man, you of course you're gonna have like the people that were still there at the end.
Yeah.
You had Danny Pudi, you had Joe McHale, you had the God, I forget the blonde girl's name.
uh,
Uh,
Childish Gambino.
no, no, and then obviously, yeah, you have to have
Donald
Donald
Glover.
Glover because
Yeah.
if you don't have Donald Glover, who at this point is the biggest draw, would be the
Yeah.
biggest draw for people to watch this movie.
Honestly.
Like, what are you doing? But I doubt you could get Chevy Chase back. That's not going to happen. Um, but yeah, I completely forgot about that just now. Like, yeah, they're
Yeah.
talking about doing that, and that would be cool. I mean, were you a Community fan at all?
Dude, yes,
Yeah,
bro.
okay, okay.
I watched that show so much, and did it have an ending? I don't remember if it had an ending now, or did it just get canceled? They just
No,
like,
it did have it. It did have an ending.
did it have an ending?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't think I've seen, I don't think I've seen the entirety then, because I did see a lot of Community.
Mhm.
But dude, yeah, it was great. I mean, watching Donald Glover and everything come up,
Oh
it
yeah,
was awesome. I think I was hearing the interview. I think it was with Ken Jong, I think.
Ken Jeong. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was saying how like he was, I think he was sharing a trailer or something like that with Donald Glover at the time,
Mhm.
and or I might be mixing up my actors who did this interview. But anyways, the point of the story is, the point of this little segue thing is that while Donald Glover was in Community, he was writing his album that he released, like,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
and so and that's when he, and if I think it was Ken Jong, but if I might be mistaken, but and the dude, the actor who was in the interviews, like, that's when I realized that this kid, because Donald Glover was like, what, like 20 something when he was in Community.
Mhm.
He was like a up and coming actor. He was like he was like that's when I realized that this young actor was just on a different level.
Oh
And I'm
yeah,
like, yeah.
dude.
And
Yeah, I completely forgot about that because
yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah, it was good. It's really good. Like the character, like how they, I mean, I guess, the character chemistry was always there, but also like the writing was really good too.
mhm.
Like the jokes landed, like it was really good writing.
Dude. Yeah, I guess like 2020 was my first time actually going through and watching the whole series.
Hmm.
And yeah, dude, I loved it from beginning to end. I mean, there was the not so great in season 4, I think,
Yeah.
which was it still was Community, but it was just, what are they doing?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it the last couple seasons were awesome. With the change, even with the changes in the cast, like it was still great. Towards the end, and just 6 seasons in a movie, baby, and
Yeah,
it's gonna happen. Freaking Abed, bro. He just,
dude,
oh, he's so perfect.
dude, that character is like he was written. He was written perfectly. That character is written perfectly.
Yeah,
And just that bromance between Abed and what's Donald Glover's character?
Troy.
Troy. That bromance between Troy and Abed, dude, amazing. I mean, there's
And dude,
yeah,
that
it was
that
great. It was
that
great.
made me more sad than like most things on TV, than like anything on TV, like them having to like separate. And that was just, oh, that hurt because they're so good together.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, dude, I'm really excited for that. Like, I
Yeah.
didn't even think would happen. If it does happen, then hell yeah, I'm excited
Yeah.
for that.
Do you think like because like during the pandemic there was a whole bunch of like stars who would get back together and like kind of act out like scenes of like their what they used to what did in the
Mhm.
past, and one of them was a Community where they got together
Yeah,
and they like
yeah, they did a reading.
they did a reading. Do you think they had any kind of like like there's still a little magic in this Community game?
Uh, I mean, yeah, I think they had been wanting to do a movie as far as like the creators go.
Hmm.
Uh, they want to actually do the movie because kind of fulfill that like Abed
Hmm.
prophecy, but them being together like during like those readings, and I'm sure I I know they're probably not like all like best friends and stuff, but like you
Yeah,
work with someone for so long, especially the ones that
yeah,
you get along with, you have to like talk to them once in a while. So it's got
yeah,
to be cool for them too, especially for them to think, you know what, like maybe we should do like a movie. They if they can get people
yeah.
together, they get people to come back, then yeah, they could definitely do this.
Mhm.
But man, I did not expect to talk so long about that.
Dude, Community is great.
Yeah, dude, I want to go back and rewatch it. Honestly,
Mhm.
um, it's just I just always want to watch The Office.
Yeah, right.
um, yeah. So one thing that won't happen,
Mm.
Ace, that's called a
Hmm.
segue,
Hmm.
is John Boyega will never return to Star Wars. And
Oh, I
I
mean,
we it's been like it's like being a dead horse. Like we already know he won't, but people keep asking him, so he keeps reiterating it. And he's like, no, like I don't, you know, like I don't want to do it anymore. He said that he uh he said before that he didn't have the best experience doing that because
yeah.
first off, like Force Awakens, I love that movie. I was like, that's the best sequel movie, and then it just kind of goes in from there, right? But the him as Finn was just so great to me. Like that was my favorite character in the Force Awakens, and I know a lot of other people's favorite character,
Mhm.
and everyone's hoping for him to kind of be like a Jedi. But I feel like they just shafted him
Yeah,
so hard after that,
yeah.
especially with the Last Jedi. Like I'm a defender of the Last Jedi. Like I enjoyed most of that movie. Like I was like, all right, I like that movie. It's not the best. It's kind of like lower tier for me, but
Mhm.
I enjoy it. But definitely, everyone can agree that whole like Canto Bite stuff was just
Mhm.
terrible and unnecessary. And who's there? Finn. Like
Yeah.
it's gross. Like why would they have done that to him? Someone who had like so much potential to expand to become something in this series, and in the
Mhm.
end, no, he's just part of what saved. He didn't really do much. So yeah, I can definitely, you know, like sympathize with him and saying like,
Mhm.
yeah, they shafted my character. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, do you blame them?
Not really, but I mean, I don't honestly. I watched those movies once, and they weren't my favorite Star Wars movie, so I kind of don't remember what happens in them. They kind of like it was kind of like a yeah. I saw it, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't my favorite.
Oh man,
I just know that Ray's last name is Palpatine, but no, it's Ray Skywalker, but she's a Palpatine. So that's like kind of the biggest takeaway I got from the entire trilogy, which is interesting.
Damn,
But
dude, it's been over 2 years. It's been almost three
yeah,
years since the series ended, since
yeah,
the sequel
yeah,
trilogy ended.
yeah. So,
My God.
but yeah, I, I kind of, I agree with you that they did shaft this character because I think they could have done more with him.
Mhm.
Um, I and it would have been cool for him to be like a force wielder because that means that anybody can be a force wielder. You don't have to have this like strong
I
bloodline
mean, they
running through you.
did kind
Um,
of say that. Yeah. But it would be cool if it's just like,
it's
you're
like a random
just
dude.
some dude.
It's like a random dude who, by the way, is a stormtrooper. So it's like
Yeah.
there's force, and then you can they're force sensitive. He's force sensitive, so it's like you don't
But
have to
then I
be.
guarantee you, people would have been like, "How did they know? How did they not know that they were force sensitive? Didn't didn't like Kylo or someone pick that up? Blah blah blah." And yeah. Anyways, I'm just like
I mean, yeah, yeah. There's always gonna be nitpickers.
completely hypothetical,
Um,
like
yeah,
fanboy raging there.
exactly. But I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't blame him for not wanting to play Finnegan. Um, and that's kind of the all the take I have because I don't remember much about him because, dude, he didn't have much screen time. I mean, I mean, I just know like, what was it? Was it in the last movie where he was like trying to say he was trying to tell Ray that he loved her, but he was just like every time he was just getting swerved, but
He
not
was
well, not
trying. He
swerved,
was
but he
trying to
was.
tell Ray that him and Poe were a thing. Okay, y'all
Okay,
need
true. Yeah,
to.
I forgot. I forgot.
I
Yeah,
don't
that
know.
that bromance was hard. That was a very, very bromance. Um,
It's almost as romantic as us, bro.
almost, but
Almost
not there. Um,
there.
but just quickly staying on this
Are you
Star Wars
blushing?
train.
You're blushing.
Am I? Oh man. Quick, just quickly staying on this Star Wars train. Andor also comes out in September.
Dude,
Late
yeah.
September,
21st.
but 21st. But it comes out in September, and I think they already released the trailer, didn't they?
Yeah.
And it looks good. I
Yeah.
as for like for like Star Wars shows are coming out. Of course, I'm the most excited for Ahsoka because she's my favorite character. But this Andor series, I'm super interested
Yeah.
because I really like fighting a rebellion is dirty, and I want to. And in the movies we always see like like we're gonna escape, and somehow some way the rebellion wins, but you never see the dirty stuff, and I it's gonna be really interesting to see that. And because in the movie Star Wars, the what's the movie that comes out in I'm
What? Rogue
blanking.
One?
Yeah, Rogue One.
Mm.
um he was like, yeah,
He's got a little bit.
we've
Yeah.
all done we've all done bad stuff for the rebellion,
Yeah, I'm dirty.
saboteurs and
See these dirty things I did.
murderers and assassins, and so he like started like kind of naming stuff that they've done in the name of the rebellion, and I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, that's gonna be crazy watching all that.
And then I'm really excited to see how he got to that point where we see him, that first scene we see him in
Yeah.
in Rogue One, because he just murders that dude. Like,
Yeah.
he's like, "You're gonna slow me down. Like, I'm not,
In the name of
like
the rebellion.
I got the information that I needed and I gotta
Hmm.
go." He can't risk that. He can't risk getting loose ends, so he just
Hmm.
fucking like caps that dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I feel like this has the potential to be like the best Star Wars
Yeah.
series that we've seen. As much
Yeah.
as I love like the Mandalorian, I liked Obi-Wan, but this could be something
Mhm.
else. We don't talk about Boba Fett. Uh, yeah,
That's the
but,
movie that shall not be named.
uh-huh. Oh, have you watched She-Hulk?
I have. I
You
did
watched that
watch.
first
I did
episode,
watch the first episode.
bro? What did you think? Because
I dude, I
I
really liked
enjoyed the
it.
hell out of
I
it.
really liked it. I really really liked it.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I like how she like can control the Hulk immediately, which is
Mhm.
really cool. And how she explains it is she's like, I have to live in constant fear. Like I don't
Mhm.
like I have to prove myself every time because yeah, like lawyering it has been a male dominated field, and and she has to constantly prove herself, and I'm like,
Mhm.
yeah, you go girl, that's awesome. And then Bruce is like, so you don't hear anybody else in your head, like you don't talk, we don't do that. And then one
Yeah.
TikToker pointed out, and I 100% agree with him, is that Bruce has some trauma that he hasn't talked about, with his dad. And I'm like, true. So that played a huge part with like the Hulk. Um, but it was I enjoyed it. I really really did enjoy
Yeah.
the episode one, and I guess it comes out Thursdays because I was looking for it today, Wednesday, and it wasn't on Disney Plus, and I'm like, oh, it's Thursday that it comes out. So
Mhm. And it's I hate that it's on Thursdays. So I don't know.
yeah,
It just feels weird.
yeah,
But I'm looking forward to this every week.
hmm
That first episode was really something. It was fun. It
hmm
was short, but it wasn't like the other
yeah.
episodes.
What'd you think of that, of the third wall break?
The fourth wall break.
The
You mean?
the the fourth wall break. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, it's when she used it,
Yeah,
it worked
yeah,
because I mean that's kind of she did it before like Deadpool,
yeah.
so yeah, let her do it, and I just love
I
that
was
it
like, I
happened in
was
the
like,
show.
I was like, yeah,
I think
that
it
was
was
cool.
funny too
That was
because
cool.
like
Yeah.
she's doing it and he's like, "Who are you talking to? Like, what are you?" But he hasn't brought attention to it, and I'm pretty sure
Mm,
like at some point he will, or someone, or like by
mm,
Bruce, but someone will bring attention to her like breaking the fourth wall, and she's just gonna be like, "What are you talking about?" Like, I don't know. I think they used it sparingly. That first episode happened like
mhm.
twice. It
Yeah.
really only happened like twice,
Yeah.
but I thought it was
And
great.
the first one, no, I think it was three times. It was once when Gio was like, to preempt the story. And then the second time is when she was like, I think when he was like, when I think after they fought and she broke the bar or something like that, like I think she did the fourth wall break there. And then the third time was when they're like, okay, now you're caught up, kind of thing.
Oh,
Then and then
well,
and
I
then
kind of counted that as like its own thing,
oh,
as
okay.
the same one
Yeah.
because it was like the flashback.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. I guess they're um setting something up with Hulk because they have that spaceship.
Yeah.
So what is that going to go? Everyone's like saying like, oh yeah, it's going to lead to like either World War Hulk or Planet Hulk, but like we kind of already had Planet Hulk in
Yeah.
Ragnarok, so I don't think they're going to do something like that. But maybe, yeah, maybe he'll go off and do something else, and
Mhm.
then he comes back scarier.
Yeah.
So, that'd be kind of cool. I think they're going to kind of lead up to him getting like straight up like Hulk because we haven't seen Hulk
Mhm.
since Infinity War.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks because I mean I like Mark Ruffalo, I like Hulk in general, but like I want to see a big bad Hulk, dude. I want to see all of that. I don't want this whole like super controlled Hulk all the time. It's fine right now, but they're going to have to change it up. I don't know if it's like a rights thing still, Universal, or what's going on with that, or why they haven't written him a little differently. But
I don't know.
Hulk got to be a badass.
Does Universal have rights for the Hulk?
Yeah, the distribution rights to any movie starring Hulk or Namor in a leading role. So that's why Hulk is only like a secondary character. And the same
So
thing with Namor because he's in Black Panther, but he's
yeah,
not the lead
yeah,
character. So who's the lead character?
bro. Oh, talk about Black Panther, dude. No, November.
Dude,
They pushed it up, so it's gonna be great. I can't
yeah.
wait. It's gonna be so good.
I
Um,
oh dude, every time I've seen that, I've watched that trailer a few times and
yeah.
it gives me chills every time.
Hmm.
I'm so excited. And
So
dude,
good.
we're gonna get D23 in a couple of weeks,
Mm-hmm.
and oh my god, they're gonna announce some big stuff, man. They have to like.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much coming down. There's so much that we haven't even like seen. Hopefully, we get some Fantastic Four announcement or something. Maybe Ryan Reynolds shows up and we get some little Deadpool action.
And just kind of real quick, it's still kind of Black Panther related. Uh, so every year at D23 they do like a Legends Award, and one of the people who they're gonna award the Legends Award to is the late Chadwick Boseman. So they're gonna do a like a ceremony thing,
Oh yeah,
and I'm pretty sure his family is gonna come up
yeah.
and accept it on his behalf. The Legends Award is the Disney Legends Award is given to an individual who has made an extraordinary contribution to the Disney legacy.
Mm-hmm.
And he was, I think he was announced like at the end, because they usually do other honorees like Anthony Anderson, Kristen Bell, Patrick Dempsey, Robert Price, Bob Foster, Jonathan Goff, Idina Menzel, Josh Gad. So there's a whole bunch of people, and one of them is Chadwick Boseman.
Dude, I'm just laughing at Anthony Anderson because I'm like, man, they're about to indict this dude, or indict, is that the right? Indict. They're about to induct him into, that's completely different word.
Yeah.
They're gonna induct the guy who in Scream said, fuck Bruce Willis.
Hey, he's a different man after Blackish.
Oh god. Yeah, I mean that's amazing, dude. You know how they like have the intro, the Marvel Studios panels and stuff, and they always show Black Panther at the end now, dude. That's got to be there like forever. Like as long as the MCU exists, like it's got to be him at that end there, because first off, it looks cool. It looks really cool, and like it's sad. It still sucks. I mean, obviously, it's never not going to suck to have lost him so soon, or to lose anyone. But like, man, like what he did in the little bit of time that he was our Black Panther. Like,
I still think to this day, talking about Chadwick Boseman, like I think for me, my favorite Chadwick Boseman movie is 42. If you haven't seen 42, it's so good. Even if I wouldn't. It is a sports movie, but I wouldn't consider it a sports movie. It is a historical drama, if you will.
Yeah.
But that movie is so good, and Chadwick Boseman just acts so well in that movie. Like you could see his range, like how well. I mean, don't get me wrong. In Black Panther, he did amazing, and it was a really good performance. But I think for me, his best performance that he'd had was in 42. And it was so good. So good. So if you haven't seen 42, go watch it. Like, do yourself a favor, go watch it. It's really good.
I'll have to check it out, man. I've not seen it. But yeah, dude, I can't wait. I can't wait for that movie, for Wakanda Forever. But I mean, yeah, I pretty much kind of does it for me. And for us. So it's been fun kind of coming back. This is recorded on the 24th. We're probably not going to release it till later. And then soon we'll be doing live. So, whether or not you watch us live or you listen to the show in podcast form, you'll get all the ridiculousness. But Ace is going to cut this because we mess up a lot more when we're not live.
We do.
Because we can. That's why.
We have the magic of editing.
But till next time, I'm Leo.
I'm Ace.
We'll catch you later.
See ya.